Hello, all. Thanks for tuning in, and this is another episode of Not a Kraken. We're gonna need to think of a better name for this series, so suggestions down below, please. Anyway, it's not even close. I think I only sink 3 ships, but what I do, what I do. Oh, this is some quality writing. I think I see an Emmy nomination for this. What I do is refuse to let my team do what they so desperately want to do, and that is lose. And you'll see some nice dev strikes and last minute heroics, all the good stuff, and since most people seem to appreciate the Iowa Not a Kraken video, I figured let's try it out again since I didn't get a Kraken this morning and was instead finding myself confounded by the gameplay of people in these high-tier games. Monologue over and onto the game. We're on Greece again, and to start, I was spawned at Lucky B and made the simple suggestion to my team that maybe they would want to cap A and cap C, neither of which will happen this entire match. One of our A-spawn teammates throws it in reverse where a battleship that spawned next to me will join them. 2 others go up to an island in hopes of going unspotted, but clearly the red gearing is on A, solo, so good luck with going unspotted. One of our decap teammates throws it in reverse, while another goes in circles around them, and the last from D decides to overload B with my other B-spawn teammate. So on the positive side, the south side of the map is secure. On the negative side, there's nothing in the south of the map. I get on B as I like to do because it will allow me to crossfire into A or C, but as the only thing at A is that gearing, I may as well slide my Vlad around and do what I can to help out with the east side. Before I forget, let me go ahead and throw my commander up there. It is Kedrov, and as I mentioned, I finally have him at 16 Legendary 4. Nothing has really changed with my setup of him since my last Vlad video, but I'll put it up there just so people can see. This map is once again stormy with golden showers, and the amount of gold rain falling, it's comparable to opening day in a baseball stadium restroom. I'm going to be pretty much spotted by this gearing all game, but unlike some people, being spotted isn't cause for alarm. It simply lets me know the gearing has a line of sight on me, and since it hasn't broken yet, I can say with near certainty that it's west of me. And the blue teammates hugging that island will at least passively scan for torps for me, so I guess they're useful in that way. The Vladivostok has most excellent rear firing angles, and seeing as their GK is pushing, I would very much like to unload a full salvo into its broadside. Unfortunately, it's going to eat some torps, so I won't be able to get in on any of this action. However, coming around this side has opened up some other new opportunities, such as this goddamn Wichita and the Odin. And my feelings on the Odin are clear too. Boom. I'm actually very fortunate to have taken out one of his turrets. I don't know for certain that he would have triple or quad citadeled me, but he would have had a very good chance of doing that. Instead, I just eat one and I inch a little bit more forward. I really hope that my teammates can finish that off, because you know me, I gotta shoot goddamn Wichitas.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
The Odin goes down so I can get back to my favorite pastime, shooting at Wichitas and not being able to delete them like I should be able to. A pretty good hit right there. Let's see what we can do with the other two front turrets. Good lord. We'll get one more off, but listen. I don't know if you heard that, but it was the gunfire of a Yamato, which I just now notice and promptly go on brown alert. However, that Yamato's shooting HE, so I'm going to make this quite painful for them. I'm sure they've noticed me now, but now let's do this trick shot. It's not really a trick shot, but it kind of looks like one. Rear turret. And there it goes. Okay, let's look at where we are now. The red team has lost their Groza Core first, and a Yamato. They have one more Yamato on that far east side. Our Azuma on the west has finally decided to approach the gearing, still sitting on A. And we still have the southwest secure for no good reason. You know, if those two ships back there would support the Azuma, they'd be able to avoid their fate. But ultimately, I think they get what they deserve. I shoot at the gearing. I miss, unfortunately, I think. Anyway, the rest of the red team are all cruisers that are looking to make me feel like I'm in a Russian hotel. So I'm lining up here because I know that Azuma is going to spot their gearing soon. And this is something you want to be aware of. Yes, I'm getting hosed down, but I just need to keep my cool and hold my shot until the destroyer is inevitably spotted. Unfortunately, he's in a bad position where I can't really hit him, but I'm just going to hold it still and get my shot off. Unfortunately, and I don't know if this is just because I haven't been playing the Vlad much lately, I still don't hit him, and down goes the Azuma. So now there is nothing to stop that gearing. The gearing's going to keep me spotted, and I am just going to keep getting showered on. So this has become a problem, and I need to reposition to try and keep myself safe. Our teammates have relocated from the southwest, so no, the southwest is no longer secure. Opting instead to relocate to the southeast, which I admit does become important to the outcome of the game, though probably not the way they were thinking. And I'm still just here at B, trying to cap it before the points get too far out of reach. I've dropped spot, so that gearing has moved out of A, which means trouble for me. But I'm trying to reverse far enough to help in removing that Wichita that's still alive. Oh my gosh. And that last remaining Yamato. So I'm backing up, just trying to get into range, but I know that's a wasted shot. But maybe just back up a little bit more. Can I please just sink that Wichita? I'd be happy if I could just sink this Wichita. He's got no health. Come on. Come on. Where are they? Are you kidding me? Oh, goddamn Wichitas. And now, back under the golden showers of Cleveland. Oh, this is going downhill fast. But at least I've managed to cap B, so the point discrepancy is not getting any wider. The Yamato is relatively low health, so I'm assuming our guys should be able to finish that off. However, we do have a 100-point differential. So I'm going to have to do something to make sure that that doesn't get any bigger. Assuming they do kill the Yamato, it's about a 100-point swing, so we would still be behind. So the last thing I can do is chase down this Cleveland that's been pissing me off. And we'll see if we can't remove them from the game. This also has the added benefit of, as I move around this island, I can know where the gearing is. So clearly he's right behind me there by maintaining line of sight. And now that it's dropped, I have a pretty good idea that that gearing is going to be getting on to B. But they will be on the opposite side. So if I were in a Cleveland and I was in this situation, I'm pretty sure that I would turn around and get the hell out of there. I mean, this is the Vladivostok. It does have 406 millimeter guns. Now it's true, they can be a little funny sometimes, but sooner or later they are going to deliver. But this Cleveland, for whatever reason, just thinks that they're going to eventually burn me down. And I've covered this with the Vlad before. A lot of the damage that you're going to take is just fire damage. And I actually have been thinking about putting on that new skill because the majority of the damage I take is fire in this. It might actually be quite helpful. At any rate, this Cleveland is still just sitting here. And now they're going to get the full treatment of the Vlad.
Крейсер противника уничтожен.
I've got to admit, that feels so good. And maybe that's the reason that I hang out in the high tiers so much. It's just to deliver that kind of message to people who don't know any better. И битва начинается. The Cleveland is gone. Just a gearing left. We know they're on B, and I have HE loaded now. And while we're up on points, the gearing on B is going to stop any points accrued from the cap, and there's enough time left that the gearing will win it. Our team's just too far away from anywhere to be able to do anything. They might be able to get to C, but even then, that's pretty risky in hopes of turning the point situation around. And that's a lesson on why you don't go to the edge of the map. You're just too far away from anything to be helpful. So, my fires are out, my HE is loaded, and I've popped my plane. And I didn't notice it, but it did spot that gearing, and the gearing got in his smoke. So at least I have an idea now of where that gearing is. And as we know, smoke works both ways. I can't see you, it's true, but you can't see me. And the Vladivostok does have that target acquisition system, which guarantees me being able to spot somebody from 3 kilometers away. So this is the late game heroics. I have to kill this gearing or we lose. I'm on the cap, it's still contested, and I haven't been spotted. I know right now that the gearing is still in his smoke. Ooh, and there we go. Back to tier 3 with you. And that's the game. I hope you all enjoyed this. If so, you can hit like with the force of the Vlad shells hitting the Cleveland. If you're more of a Golden Shower player, you can hit dislike. We walk away with 3,182 XP, which is very good, and carry our team over the finish line. If you'd like to see more games like this, well, there's a subscribe button. I'll get back out there for another, and we'll talk soon.